Much fun. You got to do something that's not yours, you know. Little Wing, not mine. Jimmy's. But Give Me Some Lovin' goes back to when I did it on this organ. This is my very first organ that I had. I learned to play when I was a teenager on this very organ right here. Yeah, this is a 1966 Hammond, and I got rid of it. And when I left to be with Delaney and Bonnie, I left this back in Memphis. And a boy I know named Swain Shepherd got a hold of it, and he got tight with it and wouldn't let it go. And I don't blame him, because it'll never let it go from me again. But I tried to buy it back. I tried to plead with him over the years. Wasn't nothing, man. Love, no money, tears, nothing. And then I just gave up on it. He played it with the Box Tops, and so there's all the Box Tops records are done on this. And Pointer Sisters, all their stuff was done with my organ. And then they did Delbert McClinton. He's been on the road with Delbert for a while. And it came out of when Dr. King was assassinated. We was coming back from Jackson, Mississippi. We had a big sign on the side of our blazer that said Memphis Counts on it. And we put on a homemade trailer in the back. And Lonnie Lawson, the guitar player, forgot to put down the lock on the thing that goes over the ball, the hitch that goes over the ball. And we're tearing down the road, headed back toward Memphis, not knowing what had taken place. We're headed down the road, and I'm laying in the back of this thing. And before I left, I just got the organ. And I had it repaired and some stuff, and we looked after it. They tried to give me the insurance, and I said I didn't have $57 to insure it. And I was laying in the back of the thing in the dead of night, and we were doing about 65 coming back over Highway 71. Suddenly it's like the hell of a, like that, the back end of the truck yanked. I looked up and out of the back window just in time to see this organ going through the very top of the trailer. And we're doing 65, and it had dollies on it and everything, and it had a cover over it. But it hit the road and just went like that, and wood was flying and sparks and stuff, and I started crying. I said, $57, man. You know, I could have come up with it anyway. We went back and picked it up. I mean, equipment was strode everywhere, and so we had all these custom amps, and they were all tuck and roll. You know, but they were tore all to hell. But we loaded everything back up and made it back to Memphis. And went to the club where we played, called the Cabaret Club on Southern and Highland. And it was a shotgun building, about this wide, a line like that, and this road was out there. It was all brick. Plugged it in, because I'd seen a Hammond B3 that went through a fire, and it still worked. Everything was messed up on mine. I lost the front. The front was gone, the top and everything, and foot pedals are still in Mississippi, I imagine. And it was a hell of a deal. I plugged this thing in. All the keys here went like waves like this. And I plugged it in, and it sounded just like this. I left it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's the best sounding B3 ever. And it was one that dawned on me a couple of weeks ago. I was playing, and I said, damn, this is a good playing organ. Best organ I ever played. My original organ. And then it dawned on me, this is the very bar that I have raised for every Hammond organ I've owned since I had this one. But I got a call about 3 years ago, and it was Swain Shepherd. He said, hey man, you want your organ back? I went, well, Lord, yeah. And it came to the house, and I took it out on the porch and spray painted it to give a good black coat again. Got it back to just another funky road color, and spray painted this, and wrote all of my song titles on it, back to rock and roll. Put my dollies on permanent, you know. And this old dog, and this old dog, are out on doing it, man.
Still haven't learned that lesson, though, about that insurance.
Huh?
You still haven't learned the lesson about the insurance.
No, I'm glad.